Have you ever heard someone say they're just getting old when someone starts forgetting things? Well, not all memory loss is due to aging. Today, we'll be talking about dementia, what it really is, how it affects people's families and their lives, and what can be done about it. Dementia is not one specific disease. It's an umbrella term that covers a range of conditions that affects how the brain works. Well, it happens because brain cells get damaged and they lose their ability to communicate with one another. And it's not a normal part of aging. But to fully understand what causes dementia, we need to look at the different types of dementia, what causes them, and how they present. The first and the most popular one is called Alzheimer's. This occurs because there is a buildup of a specific type of sticky protein that causes damage in the brain. And this buildup happens in the part of the brain that is involved in memory, behavior, and sometimes decision making. They repeat a lot of questions, they get lost in the familiar places that they've been to already, or they even forget like family members or people that they've known in their lives for a long time. As memory fades, the brain struggles to make sense of the world. Now, imagine waking up in a place that you don't recognize. This will be scary and confusing to you, right? Well, this is how it is most of the time with people who have this type of dementia. This is why they might act off because they're just struggling to make sense of the world around them. Although there is no cure, medications, memory activity, and having a calm familiar routine can really help. The second type of dementia is called vascular dementia. What happens is when there's reduced blood flow to the brain or even stroke, this affects area of the brain that could be involved in memory, thinking, focus, planning. So this type of dementia can present in different ways. So one day they might have a clear head, they might be okay, and then the next day they're just confused. So it can be very, very unpredictable. Management for this type of dementia is highly dependent on stroke management. So we want to reduce anything that could cause strokes. The third type of dementia is called Lewy body dementia. There's a buildup of an abnormal protein called Lewy body. Now, this protein causes damage to brain cells, and this damage affects the brain's ability to think. They might start seeing things that are not there. They might start acting out their dreams in their sleep, so they will have sleep disturbance, and also they might have some stiff-like movements, like the tremors types that you see in Parkinson's, because their brain can't tell what's real and what's not. They are not making it up. They genuinely cannot tell what's going on, and they have a different reality to what sometimes we have. Again, although there's no cure for this, management highly focuses on creating a calming environment for this patient and also medications to help them slow down the symptoms. The fourth type of dementia is called frontotemporal dementia. It's the front and the side part of your brain shrinks, and this is the part that controls your behavior, your emotions, your language. They might say rude and inappropriate things. They might lose their ability to show empathy and also find it difficult speaking and understanding languages. They are not trying to be rude. The part of the brain that affects social behavior and awareness is damaged. So most of the time, they don't actually know what they're doing. Although, again, there is no cure for this, but strong support system can really help people who are experiencing this. Dementia just doesn't affect the person, it affects the whole family. Watching a loved one change can be so heartbreaking. So that's why it's so important that we provide support such as counseling and respite care for caregivers. And it's also important for caregivers to know what